y'all, my name is Bethany and I am a founding stylist with Color Street, and I am so excited to be sharing a little bit more about these strips with you today. These have really made a huge difference in my life. I'm not even joking. I had no idea that having pretty fingers is so much fun. It's such a pick-me-up. I seriously just look at my nails during the day and smile. They make me happy. I have not gotten my nails done in years because I'm a mom. I got 2 young kids, and you know, if you're a mom or if you aren't a mom, you're busy. We're all busy, and finding time to get away and to do something for you is so hard. So I love, love, love that I can do these in 10 minutes sitting on my couch with a glass of wine in the evenings and be finished and dry and done. 10 minutes, that is crazy. And that's how easy this is. So I'm going to be showing you a couple different ways to apply these strips because one way might work better for you than it will for someone else. So I want to make sure that I'm covering all those bases. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will be more than happy to get back in touch with you and to reach out and help you with any questions that you might have. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple different ways to apply these strips because one way might work better for you than another, honestly, because everybody's a little bit different. I'm going to show you my favorite way and then a couple other ways that I've learned. Now, in your package, you get everything that you need in order to apply your strips. It comes with, if I can get it out of there, there we go. It comes with your strips, obviously, and then it comes with 2 alcohol wipes and a mini file. Other tools that I like to have are just a little bamboo cuticle pusher, and then a pair of scissors, which is optional. You don't need them. It's just something that, depending on how you want to put on your strips, you might find helpful. So, let's see. The strips are perforated. The packages are perforated, so you don't need scissors to open them, but it's easier, so I just use my scissors. So you open your strips and they just slide right out. So you can see you get, look out, dropping them. And you get 2 sets of 8 strips each. So for a total of 16 double-ended strips, because you can use both sides of each strip. Alright, so what I am going to do is, like I said, I'm going to show you a couple different methods. So I'm going to start with the way that I usually put my strips on. It's kind of what I prefer. These just tear apart. They're on like a thick paper, so they just rip apart like that. And then you just take the strip while it's still all together, and you just hold it on your nail to find the correct size, to find the strip that's best going to fit your nail. So I'm going to use this one, and this one looks like it's going to be a good fit for that nail right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel off this top layer. This is the top protective layer. It's just a clear coat, and it helps to keep the strip from drying out. Once you have your strip, then you measure, and you can see my nails are not very long right now, so I'm actually going to take my scissors, that's why I brought them over here, and I'm going to cut this strip in half before I ever take it off of the backing. Just like that. So now I have 2 pieces of strip, and they're still on. You can see they have a paper backing on the back here. So I'm going to, this is just like it's kind of like peeling up a sticker. So I'm just going to kind of fluff it a little bit to get that edge coming up, and I'm going to pull it off the back. So, and you can see I just have a little piece of strip right here. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to line it up with my fingernail, and I'm going to get it as close to the cuticle area as I can, but I don't want to go over. So I'm going to line it up at the base of my nail, and I'm going to kind of check visually to make sure if it looks like it's going to fit on there. And then kind of rub across the base, and then you can very gently stretch, very gently, because they will tear, but very gently stretch to the sides to make sure you have a good fit, and then rub up the sides and then up the middle and across the sides. And that is seriously how easy this is. Like literally that is what it takes. And then I make sure that I really get the sides and the tip rubbed on really well. And the reason I like to cut my strips in half is because then I can actually take this excess and pinch it down over the tip of the strip like this. So, or over the tip of the nail rather. You can take the excess of this strip and pinch it down over the tip of the nail, because that is going to help me get a really good fit across the tip of that nail. I'm going to rub that down like that, and so you can see that's, I've got one basically complete nail. I still have this strip right here, and I'm going to leave it there because I'm going to let it set for a minute. These strips are 95% dry, so they do not, they don't have any smudging. There's no drying time really, but they do take it just a couple minutes to set really, really well. And so I like to give them a few minutes to sit like this, and that's why I cut these, so that I can use both ends of my strip. So when my nails aren't very long, I cut them in half so that I can fold that down like that and let that set and dry over the edge of my nail. And that helps to prolong the tips of my nail. So I'm going to take this, the other half of this same strip, peel it off the back, and now with this side, what you do is you just pull this tab off like that. You just pull it off the end of the nail. And I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to do my opposite nail. So I'm going to take this one and do the same thing on the other side. Because most people, their nails are pretty, they match up pretty well from side to side, you know, as far as size goes. And this one, see, if you can see that, I've got it a little bit crooked. I've got the strip going a little bit crooked, so you can actually pull it back up. As long as you haven't pushed it down in there yet, you can pull it back up if you need to adjust and get it straight. So that is straighter. So I'm going to kind of, like I said, start from the base. I'm going to gently stretch over one side and then gently stretch over the other side. You can pre-stretch your strips very gently if you want to. That's another option. And then just, like I said, I run my finger kind of up the middle and then across to the sides. That helps me get any wrinkles out of the strip. If you do notice some wrinkles along the tip, one of the ways to fix that is to stretch the side of it over the tip like that, because that will help prevent any wrinkles from forming. And so I'm going to, like I did over on this nail, I'm going to pinch this extra up here at the tip. And if you get a little, like you can see right here, it's over the edge of my fingernail just a little bit, that's not a problem. We're going to trim that up later, so don't worry about that. It's just for now I'm making sure that I get my edges down well, and then pinch these sides in like this. 2 nails on, and I've got the tips folded down like this, you can see. So this is my preferred method of doing these strips. This is the way that I like best. It works best for me, I've found, with my nails. But every person is a little bit different, so I'm going to show you guys a couple other ways that you can put these strips on. So I'm going to move on to my next finger, and I'm going to, again, size it, make sure we've got the right size of the strip. And with this one, I'm going to peel off the outer shell, and then I'm going to peel from the base like this. I'm going to peel the whole strip up, and then pull off this base. Pull off the little tag here, just pull, and it just pulls right off. Alright, so with this one, I'm going to apply it to my nail with the whole strip, because this is another way that you can do this. And again, I'm going to check and make sure I've got it lined up okay. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to gently stretch it over one side and gently stretch it over the other side as I get this pushed in. Okay? So, and I'm going to make sure that I get this really rubbed on well. I'm being careful though not to wrinkle that tip, because I want to use that for my next nail. So I'm making sure that I get this really rubbed on well, especially across the tips, because if you do not get them rubbed on well across the tips, then you can end up, when you tear them off, getting chips in your polish. So make sure you get them really pressed on at the tip. And then I always do my thumbs last, and this is why, because then I can use them as a tool. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm just with my thumbnail across, I'm kind of putting it underneath of the base of the, underneath of the tip of the nail, and just pushing in. And that is going to perforate that strip, and then I can just tear it right off, right where we are. And do it like that. And then any little pieces that are still left behind, like there's a little bit left here, I can get that off in just a minute. So then I'm going to take this other half of the strip, and I'm just going to come across here to my other nail. And put that on my other nail. So that's another method that you can use to put these strips on. And I've got this one a little bit crooked again. So I'm going to peel it up and replace, because I haven't pushed it in yet, so I can do that. So that is the beauty of these strips. If you get them a little bit crooked, you can make some adjustments. Gently, very, very gently stretch that over that edge. And then I'm going to push up through the middle. And looks like this one's wanting to wrinkle on me just a little bit, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the end and I'm just going to pull it very gently, and that is going to pull out those wrinkles. You see how that's pulling out those wrinkles? So to get that straight across the tip, because I don't want any wrinkles in there. And then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to pinch it down. I'm going to pull because I was getting a wrinkle there where I pinched, so I'm just pulling it gently. And I'm going to pinch in that extra strip and rub again across the tip really well to make sure I'm getting a really good stick across the tip and along the base, along the sides. So that is really a key, is to make sure that you're getting a really good stick across the tip. And I'm going to let that one sit there to dry down, like I said, while I do the rest of these nails. One thing I'm going to show you is if your nails are longer, then you can use this entire strip to do your nails. So I'm going to peel off, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And if you watch any of the corporate videos, this is what they do. So you can peel off the whole strip like this, and then this is how you would do that. I'm going to peel off the backing of this one because it's just slightly wider on the back, you can see, and I want to make sure that I'm getting my full nail covered. So I'm going to do my pinky nail right here. I'm going to put this across, and again, make sure that I've got my edges lined up like this. And so I'm just very gently taking my nail and going across, and then you can actually pinch this whole strip down. Pinch the whole strip down to get your, and that's how you would, if your nails are longer and you're not able to use the full strip across, that's how you would do that. Or you can also, if you're not comfortable, yeah, I don't have any wrinkles in here. If you're not comfortable with cutting your strips in half, you're not sure if you can do, if your nails are going to be long enough, you can also take your scissors afterwards and very carefully cut your strip while it's, cut the hanging edge of the strip, and then come back through and pinch that down. So you've cut the hanging edge of the strip and you have the extra right here that came off on your scissors. So that's a very easy way that you can, if you're not sure if your nails are quite, maybe your nails are a little bit long and you're not sure if you're going to be quite able to get two nails out of one strip, then you can do that. And I mentioned you can pre-stretch your strips. Since the edge of this strip is slightly narrower, I'm going to show you how to do that. You just basically hold the edges of your strip and very, very, very carefully pull very gently. And you can see how that got a little bit wider. These strips do stretch, like I said, but you do have to be very gentle because they will tear. I just wanted to show you a couple different ways that you can do this. Like I said, I've left my thumbs for last because I want to use those as tools. But I'm just making sure that I've got everything all pushed in and done well. And you can see if there are places where, like on this nail, you can see it's hanging over just a little bit. But that's okay because these strips are so pliable and so soft. I can literally just take the edge of my fingernail and rub along the edge of that, and it will perforate that strip, and that extra will tear off. See that? Right like that. That's another thing that you can use your cuticle stick for. It's very nice for getting those edges, if you have any excess hanging over the edges, where you can very gently just push it in with the cuticle stick and run it along, and that helps to perforate any excess that you might have. Now that you have your nails all applied, I've still got my thumbs off because I'm going to use those as tools, but I have the rest of my nails on. But you can see I still have these hanging pieces. I've given them a couple minutes to dry, and now I'm going to show you how to get these off. It's really, really simple. I'm literally just going to take my thumbnail kind of underneath the nail. Can you see that? The camera will focus. There we go. And I'm going to just push in very gently under that nail, and that's going to cause the strip to perforate, and then you can just peel it off like so. Super easy. And then you just have the little extra piece. So literally all you need to do these is a trash can to put your extra bits in, and then you can see I've got a perfectly done nail right there. Okay, now I'm going to do my thumbs. So I'm going to take this wide strip right here, and I'm going to peel off, like I said, peel off the top coating. I'm going to do the little cut it in half method. My thumbnails are not very long right now.
Mama, I want you to do my nails.
I'm not going to do nails for you right now, baby girl.
My nails are all off.
I know it. Obviously, it's possible to do these with distractions. I've had to pause this video about 15 times while she's been wandering in and out, trying to eating things, which is fabulous because since there's no dry time, I can stop in the middle of the manicure, which I've edited those pauses out for you guys so that you can see just the process. But it's so nice that I can stop and take care of her, because obviously as a mom I have I have things and people that require my attention, and so it is so super amazing that I can stop in the middle of doing my nails. I can take care of my daughter. I don't have to worry about smudging my polish. So it's pretty awesome because she is pretty needy. Like any other 3-year-old, I'm sure. Girlfriend, what are you doing? Oh, merciful heavens.
Getting my nails ready.
She's getting her nails ready. You can also use them on 3-year-olds. They don't come in kid sizes because they're so easy to apply and they're so soft. It's really easy to... It's very easy to apply them to children. So, all right, getting this last one done. All of them are done. Okay, all your nails are done. That's excellent. All right.
Except this one.
Peel this one up just a bit so I can stretch it forward just a tad. I got a wrinkle right there. There we go. Smooth out that wrinkle. There we go. All right. Getting this set finished up, so I am almost completely done. And then you can see this is hanging over a little bit here. That's where I take my little stick, and I can just run it along the edge, make sure it's really, really well on there, and it will literally just pull all that excess off. So super easy to get this off. I'm going to use my stick to do that so that I'm not messing with my tips. And once you're done, you're done. The only thing is, don't like jump in the pool or jump in the shower or anything for about 30 minutes afterwards to let these really, really set and stick. But other than that, you're completely finished. You don't have to do, You can fold the laundry, you can make a snack, you can do whatever it is that you need to do, and you have beautiful, dry nails. Gorgeous.